All right, this is the initial design for our perfect hot chocolate maker called Perfecto Cocoa. And the way that we're envisioning this happen is we're going to have a plywood backer board that all this is going to be supported on. One of our criteria is that it needs to fit on top of our kitchen counter. And we figured that putting it on a piece of backer board would be the easiest way to pull our parts together. So what we're going to have starting at the top here is we have a powder mix hopper, which then goes down into a hopper gate, and then a clear pre-mix cylinder and a discharge gate. So the way this is going to work is the powder mix hopper is going to be full with powdered hot cocoa mix, and what you're seeing now is in the normally closed position, or the kind of resting position, and we have a gate that's going to keep the powder mix from going down into our pre-mix cylinder, which is going to be predetermined for the perfect amount of hot cocoa per pour. When the user wants to have a cup of hot cocoa, what they'll do is they'll come and take their mug and they'll put it on the mug holder, and then they'll come up to the operator knob and they'll turn that knob, and when the knob turns, the hopper gate opens, and at the same time the discharge gate closes, and we're going to have to do some experiments on the speed length and of these two gates to make sure that we don't get any spillage. But when that happens, the pre-mix cylinder gets pre-mixed with the right amount of hot cocoa. And then once that is full, the knob goes back to the normally closed position. It closes off the hopper, and the powder mix falls down into the mug. So now what the operator needs to do is take the hot water and pour it into the mug. And we may have a funnel or some other way to get the water into the mug that's kind of on the way to the hopper. And as the water falls down into the mug, the weight of the water is going to push down on the mug holder, which may be on rails or some other way to allow vertical movement. And as the mug holder gets pushed down, by the time there's enough weight on the mug, and the mug is of a known weight, so we'll know, we can figure out the weight of the mug and the weight of the water. And it's going to push down on lever 1. Now lever 1 is on a fixed position pin here that we can see that's on the board. And then we're going to have lever 2 take that motion, because as this lever goes down, this side of the lever wants to go up, but we want lever 3 to come down. So by having lever 2 in there, it's going to pull lever 3 down. And we're going to have a lever guide to make sure that lever 3 always stays in the vertical position. May do like a cam or something else in there. We'll have to do some experimenting. But as lever 3 comes down, it will release the bell clapper from inside of a bell, which is like a standard wall bell or something like that, hanging off the plywood backer. And as lever 3 gets pulled down by all of the action happening on the mug side of things, once it gets to the perfect amount of weight, the bell clapper will get released and smack against the bell and let you know that you have just enough water.